আছে এটা কোনো প্রতিক্রিয়া আনো না মাত্র এখন ইমরান ভাই তো পুরো খেপে আছে এই মাসের মধ্যে পুরো গ্যারান্টি দিচ্ছি ভাই আপনি ইন্ডিয়া ভিসা করান ইন্ডিয়া ভিসা করান ইন্ডিয়া ভিসা করান
National Parliamentary Building. That one. The Parliamentary Building of Bangladesh. You people, if you are from the West, you pronounce it as Bangladesh, something like that. Let me try to zoom in. I can't. Now I can. So zooming in or zooming out is not something I'm fond of doing while filming. Recentered. Let me give it another try. Zoom in. Are you happy now? This structure back to normal. Okay. Such a magnificent structure. In fact, this building is one of the status symbols of this nation, I would say. Quite an iconic installation. If you are curious to learn more about it, then I'm not the right person to provide you with information. Unfortunately, you can just go to the more reliable source, which is Google. And let me move on. So that's the National Parliamentary Building from this front side, and that would be an interesting debate. It's probably not the front side, probably the back side of this building. I mean, this structure is having mysterious dimensions. So I'm going to check out the other side of this building. I mean, I'll go over to the behind side of the building, and probably that is regarded as the front side. I'm not sure. What I'm sure though about is that I am back. So who's the man behind the camera? It's me. And that's what I'm sure about. I am back. I know this expression, these three words, I'm back, is not going to make any sense to you unless I give it a try to explain what I mean by it, or what these three words themselves mean. According to my philosophy. So I've already used the word philosophy, meaning this expression, I'm back, has some philosophical dimension. That's what I'm going to try to do. Huh. this, huh. These young folks, they asked me to film them. That's good. Usually people in a society like this, or I think in any society in the world, don't like that much to be filmed, to be in front of camera of a stranger like I am. But sometimes while I'm filming, I found people, especially these young folks, these youngsters, who call me from behind and say, hey, hey mister, please film us, shoot us. Now, if you are here for the first time, which is a high possibility, I shouldn't use the word if. I mean, of course, the chances high you are here for the first time quite accidentally. It was not your choice. It was just by accident. You're here and watching what I am showing and showing you around in this uncut film. It's not just uncut, it's a non-stop film and raw and real and authentic kind of film that I believe in doing. That's a newly built metro railroad, this one. Look at the band. The band it takes toward that direction, and over there, just 5 minutes walk away from there, there's the station. So I started my topic, which was the expression I am back and what it means to me. But first of all, where I'm moving to, where I'm going. What is my destination? It's not that far from here that close either. But I assume in few minutes I'll be there, a quieter place, potentially less noisy, and over there I'll have some, I'm hoping I'm hoping to have some quiet space to start talking about what I would like to talk. That was the metro. Was I able to capture it so fast? It's a new thing actually incorporated in the city. New thing in the town, this metro rail I'm talking about. That's another gate to that monumental building, parliamentary building. Am I? Oh yes. Oh yes. So my information was probably a little incorrect. I said I would be there at my destination in few minutes time, but it seems like it's taking more than a few minutes. And if you're still there with me, you should be rewarded undoubtedly for your patience. I haven't even started yet in terms of the topics I'd like to shed some light on. Well, going back to the topic, what I was saying. If you're here for the first time, which is what is going to be the case, quite accidentally, not deliberately, not choosingly, but you just, I don't know, for whatever reasons, some mysterious reasons, you came up here to check out, to see what I'm showing. And I started by saying this phrase, I am back. To me, it has a deep meaning, way deeper than people usually seem to use it, or seem to have some understanding about it, what it means to be back. So if you are already watching what I started, I mean from the beginning till now, then one thing kind of obvious to you, should be obvious, that I've been filming without a cut, a single cut, and without any pause, and total non-stop, uncut. And by the way, that's another metro station.
স্যার কোথায় যাবে?
ওই চন্ডিমা উদ্যান।
তোমার নদীর রাস্তা বন্ধ।
ও আচ্ছা,
ওইদিকটা ওইখানে চলে যাবে।
চন্ডিমা যাওয়া যাবে না?
এখন যাওয়া যাবে না, প্রধানমন্ত্রী গেলে তারপরে যেতে পারবে।
আচ্ছা, কত মিনিট লাগবে?
প্রধানমন্ত্রী রওনা করছে, বেশিক্ষণ লাগবে না।
5 মিনিট, 10 মিনিট? আচ্ছা আচ্ছা। Okay, so the Prime Minister is going to pass this passage, which means common people are not allowed to go through this passage, and because my park is right over there on the other side of the road, so I have no other option but to wait and keep filming, which I was just talking about, filming. And the policeman said that Prime Minister okay, I'm not sure if the coast is clear now. Oh, not yet. He's stopping people. What he said, that people are allowed to go straight ahead, straight headlong, but they cannot take the turn on the left, which is what I needed to take. And no matter what, I'll continue filming. My camera will keep rolling on. That's one of the principles of my film, if I can call it film. And yes, why not? And I'm going to talk about these topics in this film, about what I mean by film, what I mean by being back, and this and that. So I have to wait under this aesthetically so appealing bridge. Not exactly bridge, it is metro railroad, which looks like kind of a bridge that we are usually used to see. So the vehicles are over there, they stop there, and now they're open. Seems like, oh, not yet I can go. Not yet. It's the vehicles that can go headlong, straight, but sadly, not me, not yet. The Prime Minister is supposed to be going using this route, just straight all the way. So until Prime Minister is gone, I cannot go. Sometimes curious passers-by pedestrians, they are giving me a look because of the device I'm holding at hand. They can understand the camera and I'm filming. And I'm not I don't know how to go back this topic of I am back. Because I was not filming for a long period of time. And I lost kind of my inspiration to continue doing what I had started to do, which is filming this kind of videos. And I call it so for valid reasons from my understanding. But I was kind of missing for some days, and at a point I thought I was going to give up. And then here I am. So that's why I said I am back, and that's going to be the title of my film. This strange, weird, bizarre kind of film, a non-stop, uncut, unedited, raw, real, authentic film, which is I'm doing right now. Is what I'm doing, and I'm in the middle of filming it right now. I guess, can I go now? Can I? Is the coast clear? Or not yet? No. Can I go now? I can see some people on the other side. Oh, but that garden is actually closed. Or is it? আচ্ছা আমি রাস্তা ক্রস করে ওদিকে যেতে পারবো যে শুধু না 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 ওই যে ভিতরে জিয়াউ টান আচ্ছা 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 So he permitted me I kind of begged for permission, but I think I have to be a little discreet with my handheld camera because it's a highly secured place. It's the front side of the parliamentary building. Highly secure place with high security protocol, which is why It's not easy for me, at least now at this point, to move around holding my camera, which is kind of visible. I cannot hide it like a thief. So that's the building. And see what I said just a little earlier, that this place was hoped to be, expected to be this quiet compared to the other side I was in. I was at. Now I can talk in peace. I can speak in peace. I love that. I love this greenery, and especially this quietness, which was much needed for me, for the sake of this film, for me to be able to continue doing. So now let me finally get back to what I was saying, talking about me coming back, because for some days I stopped filming. Why? I lost inspiration for understandable reason. The kind of film I am committed to myself to do is this: a documentary film. Absolutely uncut, absolutely unedited, totally non-stop. Remember, I haven't stopped my camera since I turned it on. And the question is, who on earth is going to enjoy watching this kind of bizarre thing? Something without any editing, and this long marathon kind of thing. So what happened, I started my project just I would say 3 months. Oh, not yet 3 months, actually 2.5 months. And by this time I already lost inspiration, which is sad, which was not supposed to be, expected to be the case, at least from my side, because I'm a man of commitment and I'm a man of conviction. And when I started this project, which is called Documentarian, you can see the name of my channel right there, right here. To me, it is a lifelong project. It is a lifelong commitment. because I'm using it uh, as an outlet of my artistic expression. That's how I'd like to put it. My outlet, my platform for artistic expression. I would love to implement my art theories, my art philosophies, theory, philosophy, whatever you call it, what I believe about art, in doing what I'm doing. I know I'm technically the most stupid person, and I don't mind to call myself stupid in terms of technicality or also technologically. I'm kind of a man who, the man behind the camera who doesn't even know how to hold a camera, who didn't know how to hold the camera. Nowadays, I'm holding the camera because that's the minimal thing I need to do, I have to do. And that's what I'm doing, holding the camera and walking around and just filming. That's all I'm doing. But the point is, I'm doing this. You can say anybody in this world can do it. That's the easiest thing to do, maybe. Where I'm different, where I'm not like others, and which is why I'm having to pay price. And I'm coming in a minute to explain what I mean by paying price, because as you can see, this bizarre kind of my artistic expression or film is not getting any views. And you know what, that's not what I actually cared about, because I knew my these weird project, I can use both the singular number and plural. Every single film is a project, but the whole thing, all the films together, is one single project. And I knew before I started this project that it is not going to get views. I was totally fine with that. And it's now 2.5 months. It's not even 3 months. I started uploading, publishing videos one after one on this channel on YouTube, and my gratitude, my high and deep gratitude to YouTube. Such an amazing, wonderful, I would say. It's a wonderful thing. Right now, for the lack of any better word, let me use the word thing. A wonderful thing in the world, in the time we're living in. It's the YouTube century, 21st century. So when I started uploading videos, my projects on YouTube, and first few days, to my surprise, I began to receive views, quite a few views beyond my expectations, and I was happy about that. I was kind of flattered. And uh, my expectation, see, that's my human nature, began to get higher and higher. So I kept uploading my film one after one after one. But then I noticed that my films all of a sudden were not receiving that much views anymore. The number of views began to get lesser and lesser day by day. My subscribers, I wouldn't say anyone unsubscribed me, but the pace of subscription, I mean the speed of subscription in the beginning, it was so inspiring for me. But then it didn't continue being like that. Or let's say my channel was not gaining subscribers in that remarkable way. And these two facts, sad facts, unpleasant facts, and again, let me remind that these facts, which were kind of assumable, they were not supposed to be unpleasant or sad for me, because I started my project without any of those expectations, just for my artistic expression. The words I've used already several times. But then these two assumed facts, that my my films were receiving less views and my channel stopped gaining any new subscribers, were making me feel or down and low. So down and so low that I felt like I probably lost my inspiration to continue doing it. And that's what I did. I gave up, kind of. With my channel with no future to be visible, I could see no future of this channel. And then here I am. I am back. These three words are the title of my film, just like I said. And I'm emphasizing on these words or the concept these three words are conveying. And what it means to be back. When I say I am back, I mean I am back to my artistic commitment. I mean I am back to my artistic spirit. I mean I am back to my faith. I am back to my courage. And why I'm using the word faith and courage, kind of spiritual words like this, because when you choose to produce work which goes totally in the opposite direction of what the world is doing, or others are doing, and they're being successful in terms of getting views and subscribers. I'm not a big fan of this word, subscriber. Let's say audience. And they've been successful. Good luck for them. I have no problem with that. Surely I don't envy any of the successful, let's say, content makers or content creators. These are the words nowadays quite popular and familiar to almost every people who use internet. But I am swimming against the tide. I am walking alone on a lonely path. Just like right now, I'm alone, I'm by myself, surrounded by this nature. Beautiful nature, so beautiful. Especially keeping in mind that it is in the middle of this chaotic city, the most chaotic, I would say. That won't be any exaggeration if I say I live in the most chaotic city on planet Earth, which is Dhaka. You people, English-speaking people, or people from the West, pronounce the name as Dhaka. Whatever way you pronounce it, the name of the city or the name of the country, which is Bangladesh, but you pronounce it as Bangladesh. That's the same thing. But here I'm so blessed right now, having this nature surrounding me, and I'm back to that artistic spirit, to that commitment, and I'm thankful about that. I just last few days I began to feel like I have to come back. I have to come back to doing what I feel I need to do. Why I feel I need to do? Because this is my you can call it a kind of a protest, or my kind of protest, artistic protest, against what? Against whatever is being produced on the same platform, the platform that I'm using, YouTube, let's say. All this kind of thing, and it's not a question about respect or disrespect. I'm not here to say, or I respect the work or I don't respect the work. That's not the question. The question is, I have to do in response to what they are doing, which is what I'm right now doing, an uncut film, a raw and capturing the real time and real space, and just like this, and walking and talking at the same time. That's what I feel like I can do. that's probably something I'm not that terrible at doing. Maybe I'm terrible at filming. As you can see, I'm not quite smart handling my device. My device is 1,000 times smarter than me. I can tell that. And when I say I'm back, it's not about me. That's another important message behind this slogan, behind this motto, I'm back. When I say I'm back, I mean you are back, or you have to be back. Because I believe if you're still watching my film, then you might be someone who is in love with art, who is trying all your life to understand what art actually is, or what art is all about, and that's why you're here. Otherwise, there's no reason for you to be here, spending your time. Maybe you are one like me, who's just trying to understand or what art is, or committed, feel some kind of conviction to create art. And that's what I'm also attempting to do this by this film, total uncut film. I'm sorry, I'm using the word quite a few times, uncut. Why? Because everything at least I get to see online on this platform, all the audiovisual content, they're very much cut stuff. They're full of cuts. And for me, that's not what I believe in. As a man of art, or as an artist, if I am eligible to be regarded as an artist, at least I can say that's what I'd love to view myself, view me. That's what I would like to be. And my work, I want to take my work to the level of art. I'd like to give it to the status of art, the qualities of true art. And that brings me to the next topic, quite related, interconnected, I would say, which is why I call it a film instead of a vlog. I mean, that's word. That word is not even in English dictionary as far as I researched. Can you hear the sound of this dried leaves beneath my shoes? So a vlog, V-L-O-G, the word is not there. It came from a video blogging, B-L-O-G. So can I call it a vlog or video blog? That's not what I would like to label my work as. That's the reason is I want to make what I'm doing right now, a film, by keeping it uncut and keeping it real, keeping it unedited. That's not actually what the vloggers do, tend to do, or I would say that's probably not a requirement for any vlog. But another thing is, vlog has not any like, it's kind of a temporary thing, but I want to give my work some sense of eternity. I mean, it should have some eternal appeal, going beyond the border and going beyond the time. Uh, mm, I mean, I know it sounds so big, but actually, uh, mm, I what I do when I am filming, when I upload a film, I don't forget to uh, mention the date on it. You'll notice a black tape which is showing you the date and even if possible the time of when I'm recording this film, because I would like my work to be in the archive of time, in for the eternity. So for me, I mean, what I'm trying to say, I I don't want to see my work lose appeal, or let's say relevance uh, over the time, by the distance of time. That's not what I'd like to uh, see. So that reason I when we think about a film, the film is to me actually that kind of art form which is uh, expected to carry that appeal, that relevance, breaking the barrier of time. I mean, a film which was, let's say, produced back in 1932 is still appealing. If it is still appealing and still relevant to me today, then it's a film. If it's not, I mean, just like a vlog, vlogs are supposed to be vlogs. The target of vlog is to just address the very time or the contemporary audience, but I'm making my films for the audience, not just of this present, but of course of the future. So you can see, you can measure the ambition of mine with my let's say no skill of filming. I don't even know how to hold a camera, just like I mentioned earlier, and I know nothing about film, but I have my profound philosophy and theories about filming, and that's what I'm using. That's the power of which I'm actually implementing in what I'm doing. And that's the answer of maybe why I love, I'd like to call my work as film instead of a vlog or a content or anything like that. And that says the vision of my channel, about what the vision of my channel is. And that's the vision. The vision of my channel is to keep my work relevant, keep my work relevant, for eternity. And when I'm using the word eternity, I mean it. I'm not using the word just because the word is, let's say, is coming to my mouth. It's just, I'm not using a word, this word or any words habitually. It's not, these words are not coming to my mouth by any habit. I mean it. I want to be responsible and accountable for every word I'm using while I'm talking about my film, my vision about this channel. And the vision is this apparently like a boring kind of work. I'm sure if you're still there, the one who started the journey with me, which is watching the film, then if you're still there, you can see why it shouldn't be. I mean, isn't it boring? And interesting fact is, I myself love watching this kind of boring stuff. When I'm having my time and some mental space to enjoy something, then when I come to YouTube, these are the kind of stuff, my kind of stuff like this, which I know many people in contemporary world, regardless of any age and gender, they find them not quite interesting or entertaining. And to me, that's not my target. When I'm talking about the vision of my channel or my project, I necessarily don't want to be interesting or entertaining. What I want to be, I want my work to be just thought-provoking, insightful, and when that's my desire about my work, wanting to keep it thought-provoking and insightful, to me personally, that is a way more joyful than something so-called entertaining or interesting in modern sense, in contemporary sense. So I personally love or consume watching, love to consume or watch or listen to stuff that must have this one quality, first and foremost, that it has to be thought-provoking. It has to be full of thoughts and full of provocative thoughts and insights. And when I'm doing my work, that's my target, that's my desire. I want my work to be that thought-provoking, thoughtful and insightful. So that's the vision of my channel. And when I say insightful and thought-provoking, I necessarily don't mean that they should be thought-provoking and insightful just for today, for today's audience, but for the audience of the time to come, of the future generations. And then I would feel I would feel that I've been able to do something good, good in godly sense. Me being a man of faith, man of, I would say, spiritual vision, spirituality, in simple word. Whatever I do or whatever I'm doing right now in this film, that's my prayer. I mean, I didn't want to use this words, prayer or spirituality here, because I don't know, you as an audience, you might be from any walk of life, or you might be belonging to any school, and you're most welcome. But I want my work to be able to carry that insight and thoughtfulness and thought provocation to the generation in the future, not just for today's people. And that's the vision of my project. I kind of creating my kind of definition of filming, being someone who doesn't even know how to hold the camera. Hey, I've used this. I've said it quite a few times already. Should I be apologetic? I don't know how to hold a camera, and yet I love to view myself as a filmmaker and view my work or label my work as film, and I'm doing my kind of film, and by doing it I'm creating a definition, a new definition of filming, what it means to make a film, or what it requires something to be called a film. That's the vision of my project. Another thought or topic is regarding my audience. Let's say at this point I have a zero audience. Let's start saying that I have no audience whatsoever. But when you are the one who is watching my this work, then you are my audience right now at this moment. But my inquiry is why you are watching it or consuming it or listening to what I'm saying. Why are you on the position of being my audience? And what I can say, even without knowing you in person, I'll probably have no chance to ever know you in my life. Maybe when you are watching this film, I'm no more in this world. Very much possible it is. So why you are watching it? Because you are a thoughtful being like I am. You also like your like to be provoked to thinking new thoughts, if I can put it this way. And you are someone insightful. So even though like I'm filming just a garden and trees, nothing remarkable at all. I am well aware of this fact that it is nothing remarkable. So-called, I mean, the content creators, other vloggers are showing you much more astounding, amazing. The word amazing is so it is such a overly used word without any appeal anymore. But let's say those amazing stuff all the time, and I'm just watching you this so ordinary stuff. Some trees, grass, the sky is the evening sky, and that's it. That's all I'm watching. That's all I'm showing you, and yet you are watching it, being my audience at this point, at this moment. It's because the thoughts and the vision, the philosophy I am inserting in what I'm showing. So I'm just implementing or putting my thoughts in what I'm showing, and you are just you're still there, seeing this very ordinary, super ordinary stuff, these trees, the sky, this grass, and listening to what I'm saying, which are also nothing extraordinary. It's so ordinary, and still you're here. Still you are on the chair of my audience. Why? What was the link between us? What's the connection between us? The connection is we love to think. We are thinkers, and that is enough. That is enough for you to watch it. That is enough for me to film what I'm filming for you to watch, if I can say it that way. There are couples having a good time, so quiet and just on the pond, on the bank of the pond. If you can see the water I shouldn't be influenced by American accent. I should call it water. So that was my thought, or that is my thought about my audience. One topic I would like to talk about, I'd like to share my thoughts on or about, is I would say right now, currently, the topic of the town, the talk of the town, talk of the nation. As you can, well, how can you guess it? Because you are not, I guess you're not from here, from this country. So the topic is transgenderism. And all of a sudden, it became a topic. In other words, it wasn't even a topic ever in this country, among this nation, transgenderism. So nowadays, what happened, by the mercy of social media, people are talking about it, people are debating about it, and more interestingly, many more people are actually getting familiar with this topic or concept called transgender. And surprisingly, majority of the population in this country, they had even no idea if any such concept exists. When I say transgenderism, that's what I mean by that. The whole debate or controversy, let's say controversy, began from some interesting, I would say, input in a textbook of school curriculum. Well, I don't know where to start from. In this country, in a school level, let's say it is class 7 or grade 7 in this country. One of the textbooks of social studies, they contain a story. That book is still there. A story about a third gender person, but I'm not sure if I can call it as a third gender person. Is okay. Let me explain. Let me try to explain. So in that story, one character, the storyteller is telling that the central character is about him or it's about her, and he is making his confession. He is saying, actually, he's talking about himself or herself. He is saying that I would prefer to call him him because he is a man. He was born as a man and he's having a man body. Then he's telling to some children that, you know what, even though I was born in a male body and I'm still, you can see me as I'm having a body of a man, but I felt like a woman. I do feel, or I felt or began to feel like a woman. I'm just giving you some just outline of the story, just some basic ideas. So when I feel like a woman, even though my body is a man, it's a male body, that one sentence, it took just one sentence to express this whole thing in that story. That one sentence actually made the world upside down in this country. So some people actually, you can guess, religious people from conservative group. This country is it is Bangladesh, and majority of the population, almost all the population except for a small portion, are Muslims. So this Islamic minded people, a group, not common people, they pointed that out, that in this story what this sentence means. It is very disturbing, and not just that, it is objectionable, it is disgusting even, and it should be taken out. And not just this sentence, I mean the whole story should be taken out from this textbook, because it is promoting homosexuality. That is their point. It is promoting homosexuality in this country, or it is designed to promote or propagate homosexuality or gayism, lesbianism in this country. This book is designed, this story is designed to brainwash these young people, these young immature people, and this story should immediately be taken away from the textbook. So almost a movement is kind of going on in this country right now. A movement has been formed by the support, by the provocation of religious people, by the very conservative people. Now, what my position is, what I think about it, or would I call myself a conservative or liberal? That's not the question here. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even interested to label myself as anything. But I tried to pay attention to this controversy, and the story itself, the disturbing, in their term, disturbing story itself. And I found just one problem, just one sentence, poorly written, I would say, or deliberately written. I don't know, but that one sentence started the whole problem, or caused the whole problem. The sentence was just like I said, I was born and I'm living in a male body, but I feel like a woman. That one sentence is something that upset the conservative people. But what about me when I gave it some my neutral observation, when I'd like to examine it from a neutral standpoint, because I'm not a religious person, I don't belong to surely that group. I'm 10,000 miles away from any organized religious group or ideology, let's say. At the same time, I cannot support this storyteller. I mean, whoever wrote the story, at least this sentence, because this sentence, I found that this sentence, why I find it problematic is because, let's say, I'm talking about here in Bangladesh, but okay, I'm trying to find my direction, which direction I should move. But let's say I was there in America, or in any country in the West, in Europe, so-called unconservative country, let's say, like it's a liberal country, progressive country. Would I have a problem with this very sentence, that I'm in a male body, I'm a man, but I feel like a woman? Actually, I'm a woman. Now, that's not the wrong word, I mean problem. I have no problem with anything. The problem is, which is why the whole controversy is going on in this country, the textual justification. And I guess now I need to explain what I mean by this term, phrase, textual justification. Is it my own term? This textual justification, by saying this, I mean that in this country, I cannot tell on behalf of American children, but in this country, children in this part of the world, they see textbook as kind of scripture. Textbook has the scriptural status almost. So the concern of these guardians or parents of these children are that children of 7th grade, that how could a textbook, which is kind of a scripture, has this story, how could this textbook allow or approve this story when it is clearly promoting transgenderism? It is not, they're trying to say, now the people on behalf of the textbook authority, let's say, they would say that, okay, we are actually promoting not transgenderism, third gender people. We put this story in the book in order to promote love and support and solidarity with third gender people. But if I take a close look, examination on this only one sentence, then just like what this conservative religious people are saying, I cannot help but actually agree with them. I see that this sentence is not necessarily specifying the third gender people who are, we know that they are born naturally with some deficiency. They are not exactly in the body is not exactly male or female, something in between. But when this story is having this faulty sentence, I would say it's a faulty sentence because now I'm going to climb up this hill. It's not a hill, but it has been made up. So this sentence is rejecting the notion that this story was written down and put in the textbook in order to promote love and solidarity for third gender people. Because when this sentence, and there you go, you can see another structure. Can I sit here for a moment? In the meantime, my channel, my camera is showing 0. My uncut film is showing 0 charge. I have to now instantly make it. I have to use the battery power bank, this one actually. Let me see if I'm putting it right. Excuse my screen moving like crazy right now. Is it working? Oh, yes. So, I've just connected this power bank, this one, with my camera, because my uncut film, this epic film, was going to die. I mean, my battery was going to die out just in seconds. I didn't notice that the red alarming sign was blinking. So going back to the topic, and the sentence is not helping the textbook authority to support their case, or to justify their case, which is that they are trying to say that we put this story in order to promote solidarity and love and social empathy, sympathy for the third gender people. But when I took a close look at that very sentence, me being a man of text, that's what I regard myself, then I found out, I could figure out why the religious people are so crazy, very overreacting, I would say, right now. I mean, they are they already formed kind of a movement. They're trying to say that you mean the authority should take this story out of the book. And the story was perfect. It was perfectly written, except for this very imperfect sentence. And now the question is, so what about transgenderism? What my view is regarding this concept? My concept is so clear. It is so simple and crystal clear. I have no problem whatsoever, you as a man or as a woman, if you feel like a woman or feel like a man, if you feel like you are of an opposite gender inside your body, which is not carrying the same gender, I personally have no problem at all. The problem happens when we try to give it some textual justification. And when I'm saying this, I'm not keeping Bangladesh in mind. I'm keeping any country in the world. Let's say it is country from like is Australia, is New Zealand, is a country from Europe, is America, is Canada, is any liberal country, any country which is considered as a progressive nation. Can a story, can a sentence like this be in a textbook? I would probably say no, because it goes against the natural order. So now you can pretty easily call me a conservative, and I have no problem. If you can call me, I mean, you can call me conservative, you can call me liberal, you can call me anything, but my position is that when we're talking about writing a textbook or approving a textbook, then textual, we have to understand that textbook is not any different than a scripture, or having some scriptural stature or status to the students. They take textbook seriously. They take the words uh, mm, a sentence or words in a textbook seriously, and that's what they're supposed to do. That's what a textbook is supposed to convey or contain. So let's say in American school, and I have zero knowledge about American school curriculum and anything like that, but let's say in American school, in American curriculum, a book is having a sentence like that okay, I was born as a man, or I was born as a woman, but I feel like a man or I feel like a woman inside my body. So when I'm sorry, in the background there is prayer call. If my words are, I hope my words are not clashing with the prayer call in terms of sound, I mean. So in American curriculum, say if a sentence is right there in American textbook that okay, even though you can see me as a man, I'm in a man body, or I'm in a woman body, so I'm having a male body or female body, but I feel like being an opposite gender, then I would say that text is not promoting or supporting the order of the nature. So my position is clear. I'm not against you for like you being, you feel like a man in a female body, or you feel like a woman in a male body. I have no problem with that. In a textbook, I would not I would not do that. If I'm the one who is writing a textbook, okay, let me put it this way. I'm a man, and you can see I am a man, and but I began to say that, you know what, I feel like a woman inside, and actually I'm a woman trapped in this man body. All right. Would I, when I'm an author of the textbook, would I then want to promote this transgenderism in a textbook or through a textbook to the children? And that's the question. Would I want to teach the children, my children, that, you know what, it is okay to feel like a man when you are born as a woman, or feel like a woman when you are born as a man. It is okay. I would say I won't say that through the text, through the textbook. Again, textbook means kind of like being a scripture. Textbook is what is taken with utmost seriousness and sincerity by the children, even by the adult people. I mean, the grown-up people in this country who are doing the movement against this whole thing, they are grown-up people. They are the guardian. They are the parents of the children. They are not children themselves. So I would not promote that through the textbook. I don't want to teach the children to say that, you know what, it is okay to feel like being of opposite gender. So this is my position. Now you feel free to call me whatever you'd like to call me, but I think I made it at its try to make it clear. Now I should head back to home. I should take my way to be on the way to go back home. What an unnecessarily long sentence. So yeah, it's evening. As you can see, when I started filming, it was not evening, far from evening. It was afternoon, but now it's evening, and I have to be on my way back home. And also the security personnel, they are whistling, meaning, hey, honorable people, honorable visitors, you should now exit. So yeah, I am বের হব এদিক দিয়ে না আচ্ছা The policeman asked me where I'm going. I said I am exiting. They're happy with that answer. That's what they want people to do now. That's their job, that's their duty. So look at this spectacular structure. And the last topic I'd like to talk about or speak on before concluding my bizarre film, so painfully boring and torturously painful film, which I know you're not watching anymore. And I'm going to touch that topic before concluding this film. Let me first of all get out of this place. Sadly, I'm leaving the quietness of the space and I'm gradually moving toward the noisy, chaotic space. I shouldn't even call it a space, but a place, a chaotic place. When I use the word space, that gives me a sense of calmness, quietness, silence. But now I'm not moving toward any space, but to place. So it's a transition from space to place. And the topic I feel the need to talk on is faith, hope, love. First of all, I have to cross this dangerous road. Why I'm calling it dangerous? Because this is one of the streets in the city of Dhaka where vehicles are having super speed. Look at that. Compared to the other parts of the city. Look at that. So extra caution needs to be taken. while crossing this road. And that was the garden. I spent my time today with you, my viewer. And yes, I consciously use the word viewer, a singular number, not viewers. I believe there is one person, which is you, who is watching still right now, who is not minding to be tortured or suffering the torture. And you know what? I don't want. I never want to torture you, give you pain. I want to give you pleasure. I want to give you sense of joy, if not necessarily any entertainment, because to me the word entertainment has some kind of cheap sense. I mean, it is not something I look for. The whole world is running after entertainment. The whole world is designed to entertain you. Entertainment is everything. Entertainment is money. Entertainment is business. Entertainment is what the world is dying for. But I don't want to give you pain. I want to give you joy, sense of joy while you are watching my work. Anyway, so let me get back to my last topic, which is love and faith and hope. So this concept, love, faith, hope, very famously, these are from the New Testament. If you are a Christian or from any spiritual path, but what I mean, when I say faith, I mean just like what I started with. I am back. So I'm back to what? I'm back to my faith. And when I say I'm back to my faith, I'm also calling you, my viewer, not viewers, you, one person, one individual. I'm calling you to be back to your faith. Am I having faith in me, or have I lost it? Just like a few days ago when I stopped filming, I lost my faith in me, which is why I stopped working, because I felt like I was not receiving enough recognition or validation. In other words, in contemporary sense, views and subscribers as much as I should. So I kind of lost my faith in me. Are you on the same page? Then I would say, come back to be back to your faith. Just like I'm back to my faith. How beautiful it looks now. Behind the rear part of National Parliamentary Building, which I showed you in the beginning of my film. So if I'm back to my faith, again, I'm back to my faith, then are you back? Are you back to yours? And when I say I'm back to my faith, that eventually hope, the second concept, also comes back to me, because now I'm faithful in me and you're faithful in you. That means you should be hopeful about you just like I'm hopeful about me. Faith is connected with hope. And do I need to tell that hope doesn't mean expectation? It's not expectation. Expectation to me, I'm talking about right now, I'm focusing on my shadow. It's me in whom I believe, and so hope is a result of look at the traffic. That is quite expected. It's not about hope, it's expectation. When I'm talking about the distinction between hope and expectation. So it's evening time, the office hours is over. Not for many people, not for every people for sure. So many people are still in office. This country, I don't think this country is having any proper labor law. So those people who are doing jobs in private sectors, which is the most of the people are doing, they're still in their office, in the workplace. But the other fortunate people who got rid of their office work right now, hoping, now is the word hope, back to the word hope, the concept hope, hoping to be back home soon. They are now stuck in this traffic. Anyway, so when I'm faithful in me, I'm hopeful about me, in me, about me. When you are having your faith back in you, your hope is also back in yourself. And what about love? Love. L-O-V-E. Can I finish talking about this concept all my life? All my life. I don't think so. Can I even talk about love, which is beyond, which feels to me sometimes beyond my understanding? love. Because faith and hope, the concept of faith and the concept of hope are so deeply not just connected with the concept of love, they are the result or fruit of love. Also, can I say, not we, can I say that when I'm having faith in someone, hope about someone, then the result, the culminated result is love. And I say that also. So when I say I'm back, and when I say I'm back to my faith, and when I say I'm back to my hope, that is when I can say I feel free, I feel inspired to say I'm back to love myself. I'm back to love myself. I'm back to love me. And what it means when I say I am back to love me, or I love myself. When I say that, I mean that some people are calling me from behind, some young folks, but I'm not paying attention to them, sorry. I don't want to be distracted anymore. Well, I'm talking on the topic of love, faith, and hope. So when I say I love me, I love myself, then I have to admit, I have to learn that I have to love what I do, which is what I'm doing right now. When you are back to love yourself, and when you love yourself, then it means you have to love what you do. Or let me even specify it. You have to love what you are born to do, what you consider as your duty to do. So you do work regardless you are receiving recognition or validation. In other words, you're receiving views and subscribers. If subscribers means supporters, your admirers, and there is no one to support you, no one to admire you, to admire what you do, what you are doing, then still you have to love doing what you have to do. Does it make sense? I don't know. I believe my talk is audible enough in the midst of this noise. I wish, I pray about that. I pray for that. What I'm saying is coming just from the deep of my heart. Now I'm filming in the dark. Do I care about the light? Not actually. I mean, it's fine. I love it. When I play it back, once I'm back home and I take a look at what I found, like this kind of dark, alley dark scene where no object or human beings are expected to be visible, it is fine to me. I'm enjoying the dark. Not just right now, even the darkness, the presence of dark on the screen. I love it. And by the end of this dark tunnel, there is some light, there is some hope. I can assure you about that. And I'm going to draw the conclusion to this bizarre film, my kind of film, soon by concluding this topic: faith, hope, love. Again, when you're back to your faith in you, you're back to hope about you, you're back, and as a result, you're back to love yourself, then you are to love what you do. No matter you're not having any recognition, any views, so-called views, or support, admiration, appreciation. In contemporary world, it's called subscribers and views. It doesn't matter. It should not matter. It should never matter. It shouldn't. You have to do, because you can do it. Only you can do your work your way. No one else will do it on your behalf. And if you don't do what you love to do, then what? Then what? Someone in this world, maybe on the other part of the world, somewhere in a distant country, in a distant corner of this world, is going to be deprived of watching or enjoying your work and getting enriched by your work. He or she is there waiting for your work. Someone is there. Maybe not right now. I'm alive. Maybe right now nobody's out there in this world even to watch. To enjoy my work, or to appreciate my work. But someone must be there, maybe long after I'm dead, and he or she is the one who would be enriched, who would have new thoughts by my thoughts, or by getting acquainted with my way of thinking. So I have to love doing what I'm called to do. And here I am. This should be, what could be better as a concluding scene than this National Parliamentary Building. Again, this time you can see it in the dark, but in the light, electric light. And here I am. Surely, probably I'm not visible enough anymore, and I don't need to be. And I love you no matter what. Whoever you are, when you don't love me, rather you hate me. And hate is such a overly used word, but yeah, you hate me. For what reason, I don't know. Or you don't hate me, neither you surely you don't love me, you don't hate me, you do nothing to me. I love you. And that's all. That is the message of my film today. And I'm blessed to have whatever I'm having in my life and whatever I'm not having in my life. I'm blessed and I'm so thankful to God. And I love let me zoom in, but then I love you all.